I honestly feel like this is the first time I have not started a video off with a cup of coffee in my hands. Literally, who am I? Who am I? Like, literally, who am I? Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amanda and I make lifestyle content on this YouTube channel. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is what university college life is like in Canada, because honestly I don't know if you guys feel the same, but on YouTube, mostly all the the college YouTubers that I watch are all from the States, so I only know what the lifestyle is in the States. So when I started university and stuff in Canada, where I live, it was very different from what I've seen and what I expected. In all honesty, it just was not the same vibes that I've been seeing online, and it was just a different experience. So a lot of people, when I come in contact with them, or we start talking or anything like that, they're always like, what is school like in Canada? Do you have this? Do you guys have that? Is it the same? And I thought why not make a video all about what university in Canada is really like? So this is what this video is. I asked you guys over on Instagram to ask me some questions and I got quite a few. We're just gonna jump into it and I'm going to answer these questions. Before I kind of dive into it though, I just want to say I go to Concordia University and I'm studying communication studies. So this is what a typical school lifestyle is for me at Concordia University in Montreal, Canada. So it could be different in other places in Canada, but this is my personal experience, and I'm in my third year of university and my second year in my program. So that's just a little disclaimer. So the first question I got, and the question that I received a lot, is, do you have Greek life? Honestly, I never knew what Greek life was. I didn't know it was actually what a sorority is, but we do have Greek life. I am not a part of it. It is not something as big and crazy as the States. And this kind of goes into the next question: what are your sororities, fraternities like? I wish I could answer this better. I don't really know. All I can tell you is that it's not like the States. When you go to schools in Canada, it's not you know what sororities are there, or you're planning on rushing. I didn't even know what these terms were until some of my friends from the States were telling me. Shout out to y'all for educating me on sorority life, but it's really not the same. I have a few friends that are in sororities, and when I ask them, they do tell me that it's not like the States at all. Canada's sororities are much smaller, they're not much emphasis on them, and when you look at schools, you don't think oh, I want to join Kappa Delta. I feel that's the only sorority I know. I don't even know if that's a sorority or if it's just in the TV shows and stuff. But that's what I kind of want to say. You don't go to schools and shop around for sororities in certain schools. It's not like that at all. Sorority lifestyle and fraternity lifestyle is not as big in Canada as it is in the States. Of course, there are people that join sororities in Canada. They're still a thing, but they're not like the States, if that makes any sense. Someone else would like to know, is applying to colleges in Canada difficult? I don't think so. I feel it's the same procedure as the States. You just have to have a transcript, you have to have your grades. For some programs, like my own, I had to write a letter of intent and I had to do an essay, a personal essay for communications. But I wouldn't say necessarily that it's difficult. I just would say that you have to kind of get your shit ready and prepared, and be prepared, and just know what you need to apply before going to apply, if you know what I mean. Be ahead of your stuff and just be on top of it. Someone else would like to know, is there student loans? If so, is it as bad as in the US? I personally haven't had to pull out student loans because I'm very grateful and very privileged that I didn't have to do that. But I do know people that had to pull out student loans, and I wouldn't say it's the States at all. The people that I know, their student loans range from $20,000 to $30,000, and I'm pretty sure in the States a lot of people I know are over $100,000, which is mind-blowing. I feel education should not cost that much, if even cost anything. I don't know if that was proper English, but I don't know. I just find it mind-blowing to me that people want you to get an education, but then you have to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. So technically, the only people that can get an education are the people that are privileged and already in a good money bracket, if that makes any sense. So the people who don't have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars are not able to go to school, and they can't get as educated as everyone else, and it's just such a shame to me. But I hope that answered your question. We do have student loans, it's just not as crazy and big as the States. Someone else wants to know, do you have a semester or quarter semester? I don't know what a quarter semester is, so I'm going to think that we have a semester. So like I have 2 semesters in the year at my school. Do you have typical 4-year programs for college? I'm going to start off with, I don't know what the difference between college and university is. I feel like they're the same thing, so whatever. I go to university, but I feel like it's probably college in the States. I don't really know. But it depends. You can either do your program in 3 or 4 years. Most people do it in 3 years, but you could also do it in 4 years. There's not like a time bracket on it, but like the typical would be between 3 and 4 years. Does Concordia have in-campus residences? We do. I don't live there. I don't know much about them, but I know that we do. We do have like dorm rooms and things like that. Yeah. Do you think campus life is fun pre-pandemic? So I am not a person that went to like a lot of campus parties or really participated in campus life a lot. Kind of a shame. Maybe when the pandemic is done, if it's done by the time I graduate, I'll participate in campus life a little bit more. But from what I know and from what I've experienced a little bit so far, it has been fun. I'm not like the most party person that there is, but thus far it's been fun. What's the process like for choosing a school in Canada? I feel like most people knew like where they wanted to go and like what they were aiming for. I think you just have to look for which schools have your program and then pick from there. And this kind of goes into the next question. Do you think more people like going away or staying local for the first year of college uni? I feel like it depends. In Canada though, I feel like less people actually travel and like go out of province for school. I feel like it's something very common in the States, like go out of your state to move away for college and everything, but it's not something that I feel like is very prominent in Canada. I could be wrong. It could just be me and my friends that have not moved away for college and university, but I just feel like it's not something that is seen as much as like in the States. How expensive is it? So I think it really depends what school you go to and what program you're in, but honestly, from what I've seen, it is at least like 30 to 40% cheaper than the States. I know that if you do come from like out of province or from the States, it will be more expensive because you're like an international student. But honestly, it's like when I was talking to my friends, it's really considered dirt cheap compared to the States. It's crazy. Like, I'm not going to tell you exactly how much I paid because I feel like it's a little bit weird. But like for the year, like the whole year, it's less than $5,000. So how does paying for school work? I don't really understand this question that well, but I feel like you're asking how to pay for it. So I just have an online portal and you pay through there. You can also pay directly at the school, I think. But I just pay through an online portal. And the last question is kind of a general one, not only for Canada, but tips on studying and to not procrastinate. Honestly, especially that it's like online right now, it's going to be so hard to not procrastinate and not get distracted. But I really do think that, like I said in my other video on how to prepare for online classes, the biggest tip I give to you is to just make sure whatever you have in your desk area or your workspace is all that you need and nothing extra, because once you bring in extra things, that's when you get distracted and that's when stuff can hit the fan. So that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for all the questions that you guys asked. It was really interesting. And I know there's probably more questions that people have. So if you do have more questions about how university/college works in Canada, please leave your comments down below. I would love to talk about them and answer all your questions. So thank you guys once again for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to me below, and I will see you next time. And remember, live life, don't think twice. I'm out of here.